Hello! I don't know if anyone's here, but that's okay. No one gets to see the really scuffed setup, at least the start of it. Well, okay, that's actually slightly more scuffed than I expected. Hang on. Hold on. Why is that so scuffed? I think I know what I did. Okay, let me try it again. Okay. Over here now. Opposite direction. PC's over there. I did notice there's like this weird artifacting on the camera every so often. Don't know if I can do anything about that. I probably can, but I don't know. I'm just testing stuff. I could probably refine it for next time, but probably gonna do some painting of this little fella right here. I'm on a bit of a delay on the one I'm looking at, which I'm now realizing is going to be a bit of a problem. I did get in the right spot though. You can kind of see it. We gotta paint that guy up. We gotta make him look like. I have a whole set of these to do. I've only done one, which is this fella right here, that I've just put a like wash on. Not really. There's some parts of it that have come out pretty good. Other parts not so much, especially on the orange. I picked a really difficult color to work with for someone that's never painted before. It actually did come out pretty good, but orange requires a lot of coats. Anyway, I have him there as a reference, at the very least. Now I do want to quickly check that I think I did clean these brushes. So I did a little test video for like a minute, where I just finish off some little details on that fellow over there. Okay. I think we're good to start. Now, I can't remember what I decided is going to be the best way to. Oh, I just realized this hat is. I know that the shadow is a little unfortunate. Oh, excuse me. I have an idea. I actually thought about doing this before, and I was going to do it, but I completely forgot. In case you were ever wondering, that's where my ring light lives. Just clipped to one of those. I know I'm a very what do you call it? It's the only word I can think of right now is ingenuitive, and I don't. That's not what I'm after. Inventive. That's the one. Just like I'm going to. Oh God, that might be a tad much. Hold on. I'm gonna clip this to. I need to clip it to something. Oh, maybe here. Hold up. I need to put it down there. Oh, this might work. Hold on. Oh, that might be perfect, actually. I just need to. Make it more of a. There we go. That's a bit better. It's a little bright on my face. Actually, I could. Oh wait, I could turn down the brightness a little bit. Maybe if I angle it down a little bit. think that's a bit better. Now it might also be easier to sort of show. I can definitely get a better setup than this, but haven't quite figured that out. I have really knocked around the camera through all this. That should be a pretty good spot. I also decided to, summer is making me regret committing to this bit of the wizard outfit because it is hot. I'm just putting off painting at this point. I got this little fan here that's just sitting over here. I had to move it because it was picking up in the mic too much. Speaking of, I've just moved it again. Hold on. No, it's pretty good though. Okay. Yeah, it's a very scuffed setup. That camera over there is from a laptop. I'm wondering if next time I should just run the whole stream from the laptop. I just don't know how well the laptop will be able to run it. But I might try that next time, and then at least I can see things a bit more instantaneously. But, alright. Enough stalling. Let's get to painting. I think orange first is what we want. And I'm going to have to do this in a few different coats because it will not go onto this black particularly nicely the first time. But we need to trust in the process. Where is it? Oh, I'm out of frame here, aren't I? How can we fix this? I'm a little bit ham on just painting this part. So we just want to get these coats going. Well, at the moment it's looking quite uneven, but I've learned to just trust that it's going to look like that until we get a bit more coats on there. So, okay, I'm out of frame here, like completely. So, I think I just need to move it just a tad more this way. It's probably going to be the easiest way, right? So you can see here, it's probably looking very, not great. I'm waiting until I can actually see it. Not particularly. And that is because we need to do more layers. Which is just specifically for orange because it's such a light color, and especially because we're painting onto such a dark base because I sprayed it all black. Because a lot of the real, I guess, tiny little backing parts of it are all going to be black, all the little crevices and things, so spraying it black is a lot easier. And the majority of it also gets painted in gunmetal, which is kind of just applies fine onto the black. I speak like I know what I'm talking about. I truly don't. This is, you know what? Everything I'm saying could be wrong. But this is what I've gathered. I have only had a little bit of sort of basic guidance with this stuff, and the rest has been me just trial and error. Because I am too lazy to look up how to do things properly, and that may or may not be my downfall. So I've kind of got a few coats on, but I'm thinking I might let it properly dry for a bit after this little bit, and then I'm gonna give it some time before the next coat. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna need to do some more, but it's going okay so far. I do remember from the first one I did, the orange is definitely the hardest to work with. But I found if I kept just kind of coming back and chipping away at it while I sort of worked on some of the other ones around the same time, it kind of worked out. The orange, I think I did miss one area of the orange. I forgot about, which is on the bottom down here. I'll try and move forward a little bit just so it shows on the camera a little bit better. So there's nice little smaller parts. That's a coat of orange. Might need to let that dry a little bit. Ooh. Gone outside the lines a little bit, but that's okay. I'm going to change this slightly from the last one. Because by the time I realized I wanted to do this on the last one, I mean, I can repaint it. It's maybe a little late at this point. I probably could have at least before I did the wash, but it's pretty minor. You can kind of see maybe on the back here how like there's a little pipe on the back that's sort of orange. I think I just want to make that gunmetal. Might do both and just see how they look, and if I have to repaint the other one, then you know, it is what it is. And I'm going to continue speaking like I know what I'm talking about, but it's more so just me thinking about why I do things. So the reason that I do this little action here and then give it a little swirl, just because if I don't do that, it kind of just all blobs up. Oh, hello, goat.
My name is David. Dad, I want some ice cream. David, that is my name. David,
my
I want another. David, where is my ball? I'm running out on the road. There is a car, and this is going to hit me.
I gotta wait for that to finish. It's so loud. That's louder than usual. But not enough that I have to go fix it. But yeah, it has been a while. Welcome back. How have you been? That's new. Oh yeah. I mean, it's been there a little while, but I like we established. I haven't seen you for a little bit, mind you. I also haven't been streaming a whole lot recently. I think this is looking pretty good at this point. I'll probably touch it up a little bit later, but I think I'm pretty happy with the orange right now. There's definitely some little touch-ups needed. Okay, paint this little corner because it's not quite sticking in there nicely, but do I still play COS? A little bit, but I haven't. I don't really stream it. A lot of that is to do with the changes they have to the age restriction. I still go on and sort of like hang out here and there, but I don't know. It's hard in stream because I can't talk to half the people that I would usually play with, so it does make it a little bit hard. I was debating whether I still go back and do like a tournament or something. I'd be tempted, but we'll see. But yeah, just those new changes definitely make it a lot harder. So I might be, in terms of streaming, shifting a little bit away from COS. I still haven't fully decided if I might still do something for it. I've had a lot going on just in general recently, so oh, I just realized the chat's in the wrong spot. Showing over the camera. I was supposed to move that, but I forgot. There's my. There we go. There we go. I'm probably gonna need to fill up this water like 20 times because it is very hot today, and I am getting dehydrated very quickly. Should clean my brush there. There's some orange out of it. What are you making? I'm making Warhammer, which is basically these little guys that you have to build. I don't know if this is too close to the camera. It takes me a few seconds for it to sort of show up. And you basically, I guess the easiest way to explain it is like it's kind of like you build them to play kind of like an RTS game, almost like a turn-based strategy game, but on like a tabletop. So I have to build them all. I'm speaking. You may know what I'm talking about before I even said this, and if you do, feel free to say so. But there's a whole bunch of different models. Like here's another one I have to do. Big fan of this one, but I am specifically building for a game mode called Kill Team, which I'm going to be playing tomorrow. So the problem with that is that I need to. I don't actually need to do this, but I need to paint all these guys, which I'm not going to achieve because these are all the ones I've pre-built and pre-painted. That is not happening. There's no way I'm going to be able to paint all of them by tomorrow, but I'm going to try and get a couple done, and then I'll just play with them unpainted. But yeah, it's a fun process. You have to like actually glue all the pieces together. It's quite intricate, but also quite relaxing, therapeutic in a way. I don't think. I think this white might be a little bit not watery enough. I maybe overdone that a bit, but let's see if we can fix that. I have to go back with some of the orange, it looks like, but that's okay. So it's difficult, but it's not as difficult as you might expect. And the paint is really light. So you can, like, if you make mistakes, it's generally pretty easy to correct it for the most part. Some of the models can be difficult to make, but that's a whole another issue entirely. Just shape of my brush a little bit. Oh yeah, I mean, you know, everyone's been doing. Oh god, that was way too much. You know, everyone's been doing their own thing. They've been doing all right. I guess it's always going to be a pretty mixed bag, but you know, I'm going to say good for the most part. But Wizard Hat I've been doing for technically, I think I've been doing it since October last year. Because here's the thing, Annie actually got it for a Halloween party, and then it's like, well, what are we gonna do with this thing that we have? And I'm like, oh, I could just dress up as a wizard on stream. Stream on TikTok, I didn't know that. Dragon is no longer with the community. I won't go too deep on that. But there was some disagreement, and the community did sort of go separate ways, which is fine. By all means, you are more than welcome to send them some love. They're not. Let me just say, they're not a horrible person or anything. They're not. They're not dangerous, I should say. Otherwise, I'd maybe be a little stronger about that. But yeah, I guess a lot. I mean, as you probably could say, has happened a lot. Yeah, a lot has sort of changed. I mean, it really has. There's just too much to even go over, to be honest. But right now, I'd say things are pretty peaceful. No real drama going on or anything like that. Which is, of course, the way we want it, but, you know, things happen. Yeah, no, go for it. Just a little bit of that white. Okay, so because yeah, you were there pretty early. So what you would have been 17-ish at the time, I imagine. I think that sounds about right. Has been. I'm pretty sure it's been 2 years. I hope so. Or if it's been any longer, I don't know. I don't even know. The passage of time, as a wise person once said, is a bit cringe. But maybe I just say that because I am old. As everyone loves to remind me. Taking some extra time to get extra detail on the helmet because this is sort of the one part that I'm like, I kind of need to get some of the finer details down, and then the rest of it is like a lot more loose, which is good. A lot easier. But no, good to hear from you. I know you do occasionally just sort of pop in, say hello, pop out, which is perfectly fine and welcome. Oh, I have goofed that up, but that's okay. Nothing that more paint can't fix. How did I do this on the other one? This is a lot harder than I remember. Let me look at my other one. How did I do the eyes? I just did the eyes pretty good on this one. I just went for it and messed it up on this one. I think if I clean it with a little bit of white, actually, it'll be fine. Fine graduacy. Oh, nice. Awesome. I wish you luck. Remember, I did not enjoy my final year of school. Oh, that is too much paint. All I needed was a little bit of paint. That is too much. Oh, goodness. I'm gonna have to redo that eye. It's the wrong color, huh? Either you have some incredible eyes, or you are messing with me. Because I don't know how you'd be able to even tell if something is the wrong color on this. Let's try and correct this. Okay, I only went over a little bit. So I think one little correction and we're good. Maybe, who knows? It's like, I know this setup is a little scuffed. And I know being able to see it is not that great, but I just wanted to kind of just see how it went. Alright, I think we can move on from this. Nothing needs to be perfect here. I'm not looking for perfection. These are just regular old to-play models. I'd like it to look good, but perfection is not required. Yeah, I think I just did a little too much wash at parts of this, but that's okay. It's my first model. And you know what, more or less, I'm pretty happy with it. Sorry, I'm talking about the old one. It would be really bad, especially because these are not cheap. This is an expensive hobby. A fun hobby, but it is not cheap. Just to get like one pack of these little guys, you know, it varies based on a few things, but more or less, I'm looking at like $100 per pack. But you know, the idea is that you get them, and then you get to build them, and then you get to paint them, and then you get to play with them. So you do get a fair bit out of them. If you're someone that does all of those things, 100 for those. There are way more expensive ones too. Like I don't know if I have just like a box lying around, I can show you. Oh yeah. So this is the actual box that these came from. Ooh. Just making sure it's actually in frame. I need to wait a few seconds. You can't sort of like, you know, this many guys. That's probably about 100. And then, I mean, you gotta pay by paint and stuff, which honestly is not actually that bad. It's not that expensive. Like, the paint is. You can get like different kind of paint, but the one I get, which is like this brand, it's like $6 per paint, and this will last you like a long time, even if you're using it for everything. Because like you need, like I have these little blobs here. That's all you need for like probably 2, 3 models. Like I accidentally put too much in it because it's like you only have to use so little that it's almost hard to put the tiny little bit that you need for just a single model. All right. Moving on to the gunmetal, which will make up a big portion of the rest of it. Just trying to remember how I did it. Okay, I did all of this gunmetal. I might even swap to the other brush for this, actually. Yeah, there's a bit of setup cost, and then, you know, because it's a physical tabletop game, you also need to, like, find other people that are, weird and nerdy enough to play, which is actually not that hard because it's a very popular game. But it does require socializing with new people if you don't already have friends who are into it, which I think most of the time you're probably going to have friends who are into it if you're getting into it, because that's probably how most people get introduced to it. very community based though, and community is quite cool. They have official Warhammer shops that you can go into, and like they let you just like play the game with people, and they give you like a bunch of models, and you can paint for free and get certain models for free if you go to the official shops. All in the name of getting you addicted to it, but still quite cool. I think like there's one relatively close to where we are, and they have like events that you can do every Saturday. You just go there and just play, and then you can like meet people to play with and stuff like that. Um, Personally, I haven't actually played yet. I'm playing for the first time tomorrow with Elle and their partner, which is Annie's sibling, because they're into it. They're the ones that got us into it. And there's lots of different modes you can do as well. Like there's this really cool one at the moment called like Warhammer Quest. That's like almost like a D&D type thing. It's a lot more like medieval fantasy based, and you get like this whole like book, and then like it has different pages that are like a map, and then you have these characters that you play on there, and it's really cool. It's almost like kind of like a roguelike as well. There's a lot of different ways to play it. Personally, I don't know actually how. I mean, I think I will enjoy playing it, but at the moment, I'm just enjoying just building these little guys, building my army. It also has a lot of very cool lore. It gives you a lot of different things that you could possibly be interested in. Like because there's different races. The one that I'm currently painting and the one that I'm most interested in are the Eldar, which are like kind of like space elves, is sort of how they're usually described. Is it Dungeons and Dragons? It's a bit different than Dungeons and Dragons. There's, I mean, you can play it with a bit of like role play element to it, but at the same time, it's sort of not as role play. Like, there's a lot of different ways to play. The main, I guess, game of it in a sense is a bit closer, just like a turn-based strategy game. It's like a sort of like a war-based, like you have a army that is like certain units of a specific race, and then you use them to fight a battle against other people. Is more or less the gist of it. There's a lot of rules. I guess it's like a lot more focused on combat than I'd say like D&D is. There is a fair bit of crossover though of not necessarily I would say that a lot of like every or a lot of people that play D&D are interested in Warhammer, but I think a lot of people who play Warhammer are probably also at least somewhat interested in D&D. It's going pretty well. Let's start painting the sword over here. It is definitely a nerdy hobby, though. That's for sure. I don't know. It's kind of nice, though. It's a very creative hobby, too. Right? Some people just like painting, to be honest. Like, there are people that legitimately just like building and painting, and they'll enter, like, competitions for them. Like, that's a whole nother thing. And people make some, like, real crazy things. And some of them are really big. Like, these are little guys. You can get some that are, like, huge. Like, I mean, technically, there's ones you can get that are, like, a giant statue, but they don't tend to be tournament legal. They tend to be very overpowered and not usable in like a regular game unless there's like some very weird specific rules you're playing by. But yeah, there's all different like sizes of them as well. Um, whole tanks and machinery and all that sort of thing. Oh, I forgot. I can show like another one that I actually finished because I forgot I have one over here. This is actually one of the free ones that I was able to build in the Warhammer shop. And this is the first one I technically ever did. Oh, I'm trying to show a little closer. That's a, I don't know, cool little battle lady. I don't have any of these like fancy bushes or things personally. They just gave them to me. I do like them. Might get them at some point, but I haven't quite got there. I'm more trying to keep it more basic. That was the first one I painted in general, but that was quite, I guess, assisted. That one over there is the first one I've fully painted on my own. And this is the second. And of course, still working on this little fella. I've got most of the gun there. Oh. Oh my god, where's the time go? It's 9 o'clock. Is that right? It is. Goodness gracious. Oh, I need to stop unironically using terms like that. It's starting to affect my mental health. Like, I started saying, like, oh goodness and goodness gracious as kind of like a joke, but it's like, it's no longer a joke. It's just part of my vocabulary at this point. Like, it's no longer funny, it's just who I am. There we are. That's the angle I needed. Yeah, I'm just accepting. Like, you can't see my face right now, but I don't think I can really do this without that just being the case sometimes. I don't even know if I really need to show my face, to be honest. Maybe I should next time just make the whole screen the little Warhammer. Maybe that's better. I'll probably have a look through the VOD after this and just sort of see how I feel about the setup. This camera does do like preset positions that I can just press a button and it'll just snap to. So if I got a permanent setup, I could just kind of like play around with that, and if I need to change it and show whatever, then maybe that's better. Oh my god, I am regretting the wizard cloak so much. It is so hot. But I've already committed so much. I don't think I can go back. Like, I just need to commit to it. Yeah, so it's just those underside bits that are still black. Jimmy Fallon with a hat on. I'll never do that again. I'm sorry. How did I do the boots? Okay, I left that being mostly gunmetal as well. I really did paint a lot of this in gunmetal in the end. But I kind of like it. I like the metal. The metal is good. The metal is my friend. It looks fancy, and by the time I put the wash on it, it kind of adds the dirt and grit to it, which makes it a little bit nicer. What did I just accidentally paint silver? Oh, I don't even know. Maybe it's nothing. I forgot this is the music video version of this song. How did we get here from... Wasn't the last song I played Fukuona Girl? How did we end up here? I'm not actually complaining. It's just I don't know what the link was here. The playlist is running out of ideas, I think. This isn't my playlist. I just put a random one on. Oh, this is such an awkward spot. Have I missed anywhere with the silver? I think I've pretty much got it. A few little details that I'll be doing with the gunmetal, but for the most part, I think I've got it. This part does become a little bit difficult. Do I need to redo some of this orange? It's actually pretty good. There's a little bit. Oh, dropped some. So a little bit accidentally painted over with the silver. Gunmetal, I should say. A little bit I'll need to touch up with the black. Alright, let's start just doing some of these little orange details. What a banger. The last one, not this one. I don't know what this one is. This one might be a banger. It sounds okay, but I doubt I'd call it a banger. We'll see. My stream did. Oh no. I just stopped moving for a second, that's all. I'll do a undercoat of orange across this whole thing, but I do go over it with some gunmetal after. Try not to spread this orange anywhere where it doesn't belong. Yeah, I'm getting orange in places where orange should not be, but that's okay. Oh, my eyes are starting to unfocus. Oh, good heavens. I didn't even have a reason to say it that time. It just came out. I just felt like saying it there. So I think other than some of the orange on the back, that's most of the orange done on this fella. There's these that I need to repaint orange. Which also will probably entail me repainting gunmetal back over the top, because we love layers. To be honest, I should have just not painted this part gunmetal. I'm not sure why I felt like I should have, because I should not have. That's okay. Nothing we can't fix. I may be close, but we can't all be perfect, as they say. Let's give the brush a little refresh. I've been streaming. Can't see it here. Hang on. Now, okay. I'm pretty close to finishing this guy. There's going to be maybe another half hour of details, so hour and a half per model. Could be worse. Hey, cats, how's it going? If I spent a whole day just painting, I'd get them all done. I don't really want to do that. I think I'd go insane. As much as I like the painting, like just looking at this small of a thing and working on this for 10 hours sounds like hell. Good, how are you? That's good. Yeah, I'm just doing some little bits of paint in here. Making some Warhammers. Where? There's this like little hair that's going here. Where's my tweezers? And I've also somehow painted it orange. Get that yucky hair out of here. Missing anything? I don't think so. I think I've got to just do some very small little white bits that I added. Don't know why I added white. I also got, like, literally, the bits that I have to do white are tiny, like microscopic, right? And there's only like 2 spots where they're at. And I accidentally just got this giant thing of white paint. Like, I don't. Oh, you can't even see it. It's too much white paint for what I need. Like, it's almost to a point that I almost shouldn't have bothered to paint this. But I don't know, something about it gives just that little bit of pop I want, and I'm literally talking about like this being white. Just on my arms and hands, as you can see. I'm holding up so long just because I'm like making sure that I'm actually showing the camera because I'm looking at a delay. I'll try and figure out a way to set this up better if I do this again. I think that's. Oh yeah, no, there's 2 little bits for the white on the sword hand and both hands. It's handy having a reference because the first one took way longer just because I was like trying to actually figure out what colors I wanted on anything. Ooh, I got the white in the wrong spot, but that's okay. Now I'm like, okay, I kind of know what I'm doing. Or at least I know where things are meant to go. And away they go. There's the spot. Okay. White spots are done. Let's check this little orange bit in the back. Do I have to go back over it? Maybe a little more orange. One more coat, and I think we're good on the back here. And then I just need to go back over it with gunmetal again. Yes, it needs some cleaning up with the orange. So I think pretty good on the orange. That's just a couple details with the gunmetal and a little couple cleanups with the black, and I think this model is pretty much done. We'll eventually go back and do like the ground for them and this little rock here, but I have decided not to worry about. Ah, no, there is one bit of the orange I haven't done. There's this little flag or like banner on the back of them. It's actually a really annoying one, just because this part is so close to the back of everything. It's an itch. I'm actually caught. There we go. Need to let this dry a little bit. I said I need to let it dry, and then I went and put my finger right on it. All right, come back to that bit. Let's do some of the finer gunmetal trims. Oh, I messed that up. A little too much, I think. Okay. Mhm. Might need to go back over there with the orange, unfortunately, but it's looking pretty good. Oh, I've messed that up actually quite severely. That's gonna need some touching up for sure. Some of the silver needs touching up. You're pretty good on the silver. Cool. Alright, back to the orange. Actually, orange is kind of the hardest one to touch up because I need to do multiple layers, but I messed up. So I'm gonna do it. I did this to myself for picking orange. It is what it is. In my defense, I didn't know any better. I'm still quite new to this. But I must accept that I made the mistake. I think I actually need to go back to some of the metal on this. It's been pretty good there, actually. That might have just worked out. Which means, finally, we're on to black, which is just literally fixing up mistakes. Just cleaning up little bits and pieces. It's actually looking pretty good, I think. It's not a lot of parts that need correcting. I think some of the white bits maybe just need tiny little touch up. It's looking pretty good. Pretty good. Ah, that's right. There's that one little bit that I just need to fully do black. Just gonna compare. Anywhere I've missed. Oh yes, there is actually. This little doohickey is meant to be gunmetal. That's fine. Pretty good, I think. Now, I'm going to do the wash, which I don't know if that's a bad idea. Because I'm not sure if I should be waiting longer before doing the wash. But I guess we're going to find out. Not a little too much, but that's okay. Spread it around. Oh, all right. Oh, that okay. An hour and 30. I literally just finished, like right on the hour and 30 mark. So that's pretty good reference. It takes about an hour and a half for me to paint one of these little guys. So, well, let that guy sit there for a bit and dry a tiny bit. Let's do a fun game of math and see how long I need to spend to paint the rest of my kill team. So let's see. 1, 2 down there. So we have hour and a half. This one actually I'm going to set aside because that's different, which means I'm going to have to actually spend extra time on that. I might estimate that. So hour and a half, 3 hours, 4.5, 6 hours, 6.5. Oh, sorry, not 6.5, 7.5. 9. 10.5. 12. And because this one is a bit different and I might need to do some extra stuff, this one will probably, I'm going to say an extra 2 hours. So I got 14 hours of painting to do. And you know what? That's without taking into consideration. I got this fella, which is a special unit. It's like a one, just a single unit. Doesn't come in a whole pack. Oh, sorry, I'm not really showing it very well. I got this one also. This little fella to paint, which this one will be. These two are going to be hard. These are probably going to take me like 3 hours per each of them. And then I have like 5 of these to paint, which are also going to be difficult. I haven't even built all those, so I still need to build a fair chunk of those guys. But I have to focus on these for now. I get these done. I can play Kill Team with a fully painted set of little guys. I'm going to play it tomorrow just with these guys as they are. My 2 special painted little fellas. Yeah. Anyway, I'm probably going to end that there because, oh my, it's like it only is an hour and a half of looking at something tiny and painting. Like this needs to be broken up into things little. I like my brain's melted. I haven't even been doing it that long. Crazy work. Anyway, like I said, I'm gonna leave that there. I'm gonna leave this set up the way it is, and I might adjust. I might do another stream like this at some point soon. I want to say that I want to spend. I would paint one of these a day. Probably not going to happen. To be honest, doubtful. It's a nice thought, but doubt. You should all doubt me. But anyway, thanks for joining. Nice to see you, King and Goat. I don't know if you're still here. Oh, Breadstick. I didn't even see you. I'm sorry. Your name. I saw your message. Your name was the same as Goat, which made me think that you were Goat. Because I like the screen I'm looking at is not my normal one. It's honestly it kind of sucks to look at. I'm gonna adjust this so it's a bit easier. But anyway, which way am I looking? There. That's where the camera is. I need to turn that way to end the stream. So, bye bye. I'm gonna look over this way now.